Emily and Sandra, thanks so much for agreeing to appear on camera to overcome your nerves and just answer a couple of questions about the Healthy Eating for Life course. So first of all, Emily, where were you on your healthy eating journey when you started the course?
I guess I've always thought that I've eaten fairly healthily. I've probably got into a few bad habits. But I guess the biggest challenge for me was having a family of 5, each with extremely different dietary needs and dietary wants.
Okay. So taste preferences and so forth, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, and also, my husband's actually allergic to dairy, and so various things I had to sort of factor in. Yeah. And then our stepdaughter was completely and utterly, obsessed with dairy. So kind of trying to juggle all of that.
Just to make it tricky.
Yeah, so I've got a very demanding job and work long hours, so I got into a real rut with doing the same recipes over and over. That suit everyone, so...
Yeah, so you needed some expansion of that repertoire. Yeah,
that's exactly what this has given me. It's just reignited, the love of food and nutrition, and I haven't got out of the kitchen the last few weekends, which in some ways I get to work on one day and go, I spent the whole weekend in the kitchen, but everyone's so happy. More healthy.
It was a good weekend in the kitchen.
Yeah,
beautiful. That's wonderful. Good to hear. And Sandra, how about you? Where were you when you started?
I'd say fairly healthy, but in bad habits, and just great to see a whole lot of recipes being prepared and thinking I can do that, and also, to be honest, my upbringing was pretty stressful in the kitchen.
Yeah,
so really
not so many positive learning experiences in the kitchen.
And, nice to have things prepared in a nice way, and all the tips about, and the myths being dispelled. Mm-hmm. The myths being dispelled about foods, and like the coconut oil, realising it's not that good for you.
Everyone thinks is the best thing ever.
So great to get all that information that's been thoroughly researched.
Good, that's great. So is there anything else that's been really significant for you both that you've learned as a result of taking the course?
Definitely the oil side of things, and water sautéing, which I started doing.
Yeah, so finding ways to avoid using oil in cooking.
Yeah, well, I've just noticed I'm just going through a lot less olive oil now.
Yes, good.
And the mushroom thing, having a husband who was, completely, don't go near mushrooms. And just, I guess, the whole thing of concentrated nutrition, thinking about, what was it, micronutrients per kilojoule. So really just sort of being more aware of what I'm putting in my mouth and what its nutritional content was. And I guess, and just for me switching to, I'm now having the green smoothie every day.
Fantastic.
It's having a cheese sandwich or 2.
Well, that's a big step up.
Well, I can have the occasional one, but anyway. But yeah, that's been, I think that's been quite life-changing.
Good. Okay, fantastic. Good to hear. And how about you, Sandra? Anything else that's been really a standout for you in terms of what you've learned?
The concept of oil not being that great for us, and growing up with a Italian background, oiling everything.
Yes.
And I thought the water sautéing was a weird concept from years ago from family members that have made comments, and then to see it being used and to taste the foods and realise how great it is, and to understand that whole concept of, and I kind of had it already, eating to be well, not just eating to fill up.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to see recipes being presented and being reminded the way you've set it out, that G-bomb concept, the greens, the beans, the onions, the mushrooms, the berries and the salads, to see it packaged like that.
Yeah,
and so
it brings the theory into a workable reality. Yeah, that's great.
And a sense of I can do that.
Super, that's really exciting. And do you have a favourite recipe or 2 or 3?
Gosh, that berry delicious tart.
That's one of your faves? Oh, yes.
Absolutely, and I really enjoyed the rocket and fennel salad.
Yeah, good. Okay, how about for you, Emily?
The 2 that I make the most are the green smoothie and the breakfast bars. But I varied that, and this morning made probably the best batch because I added hazelnuts and pecans.
Wow.
And they were quite
delicious.
Oh,
yeah. I love it when people jump off from the platform that my recipes give.
It's almost like I can't follow a recipe. I have to sort of change it.
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
Yeah, I made 3 versions of those, and this morning, and the great thing is my son's eating those, my 16-year-old, and he's doing exams and stuff, so that's really good for him. Yeah. But the recipe that the family just adores is the bean burritos.
Oh, yes.
So, I mean, the only thing with that is my stepdaughter doesn't like chili. So when she's not around, we can cook chili. But there's a lot of recipes I've asterisked, and I want to make like all the salad dressings I haven't quite got to yet. But I double asterisk when it's just phenomenal, and I asterisk when it's fantastic.
Okay.
So there's tons of those.
All right, that's good. Wonderful. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure having you both on the course. It's always such a thrill for me just hearing all the oohs and ahs when people tuck into their recipe samples. And I hope you come and do another course with me again. I'm working on the advanced version.
Actually, one thing I did want to say was it's not like coming to a cooking course. It's like coming to an incredible just wealth of information, comprehensive nutritional information that is. I mean, I trained as a naturopath years ago, and I work in sort of in the industry, and this is like a step, beyond what I've experienced. So really have enjoyed your knowledge and you sharing your knowledge.
And I love sharing, and it makes such a difference when you know how to eat to be healthy and vibrant and be at your optimal weight, so that all that is easy rather than being a struggle and something you have to really work at. It can be surprisingly easy just when you have those pieces in the right places in your life. So, great. All right.
The concept of the way you say, changing the world one recipe.
Yeah, that's right.
So
and of course,
that to my family.
And when you can put these pomegranate poached pears on the Christmas table and knock everyone's socks off with them on the little island of the little floating on their sea of macadamia cream, macadamia chocolate cream, I should add. It's actually quite easy to change the world one recipe at a time. Like, who wouldn't want that? Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.